Hi guys, Asmo here, and today I have for you some tips and tricks for doing the Helltides like a pro. I'm gonna share with you a way to get the Forgotten Souls without actually having to spend any cinders. There is multiple sources of the Forgotten Souls in the Helltide, not just the boxes or the bosses, so I'm gonna share that with you. But first let's talk about why you want to do Helltides and how much do you want to prioritize them. So the main reason that we're doing Helltides is the Forgotten Souls and also the Fiend Roses. And while the Fiend Roses are pretty common and you're gonna get a lot of them, they are much more abundant and much easier to get. The Forgotten Souls are very coveted and it's very difficult to get them, and also you're gonna need a lot of them if you're gonna be crafting sacred and ancestral items, which are going to be basically all of your items in the end game. So Forgotten Souls are super important, and the main way that people are getting them is by basically going around killing mobs, collecting these cinders, and then opening the boxes. When it comes to the boxes, we have multiple different types of boxes, and there is actually one type of a box that seems to be way better than any other, and that is the most expensive one, which is the mystery box, right? So mysterious gifts, mystery box, that one that is the most expensive one is very much worth opening, because it does drop more of these resources. It does drop more of these Forgotten Souls, and then basically you don't have the control over which items it drops in terms of the item slots, like with the other boxes where you can pick specifically like helmets or 200 weapons or 100 weapons or jewelry and so on. With this one you don't have that control, but you do get more souls on average, and it is worth the extra cost, so I would definitely recommend looking for those. The way you look for them is you basically go to any Helltide area, and on the map when you look at these little sub areas like Untamed Scraps in the Dry Steppes or Kagari Crags, this like sub area of a region, if you are in that sub area of a region, you're gonna see on the map, when you open the map and you zoom in, you're gonna see the different boxes and you're gonna see what's written on them. You can also go around and explore and see what's on them, but you're gonna see on the map where they are and what they are offering. So you're gonna see the gift of protection is usually gonna be armor, then it's gonna be weaponry, that's gonna be either 100 or 200 weapons, and jewelry, it's gonna be either rings or amulets. And then of course is the mystery one, which is the one that you are really looking for. Helltides take 1 hour, so you're gonna have a lot of time if you pay attention to the map, and if you pay attention to the notifications, you're definitely gonna notice a bunch of them, and they appear every now and then. It's pretty frequent. You're gonna see a few of them every day, and 1 hour is really a lot of time to open multiple boxes. Another tip I can give you if you're gonna be farming Helltides is look for places where there are a lot of smaller monsters in bigger packs. So for example, in Skosglen, there is an area in the north where you have lots of drowners, and these drowners appear in bigger packs, and there seems to not be any bias for the drops in terms of like smaller monsters or bigger monsters. There are certain monster types that drop a lot more than others, but in general it seems to not be very much weighted based on the type of monster. So whether you have like a pack of like 3 fat guys or a pack of like 10 small guys, it's better to kill the pack of the 10 small guys, because it seems to be like a chance for the cinders to drop per mob. So the bigger the pack, the better. So you can look for areas like that wherever the Helltide is. And then you can basically kill these bigger packs of monsters to get more cinders. So now, how do you get souls without spending cinders? There is another source that nobody is really talking about, that I've been getting so many Forgotten Souls from, and that is the Screaming Hell Vein, right? The Screaming Hell Vein is giving you extra resources in form of the just a regular ore, regular like iron, silver, stuff like that. It's giving you the cinders, and it's also giving you the Forgotten Souls. I've gotten like 1 to 3 Forgotten Souls from these very consistently, and the way you look for them is basically going around the edges of an area. So you want to go next to a mountain or next to a hill, and you want to be walking along the edge of that wherever these ores normally spawn. So pay attention to where they spawn normally, try to like learn where they appear, and in the next Helltide they should be in the same place, right? They should be or like in at least in a similar area, because these basically spawn wherever normal like iron or like the glistening ore spawns, and that is gonna give you so many more Forgotten Souls. It's basically gonna double it. Like every single Helltide I find like 2 to 5 of these, and every single one almost gives me the Forgotten Souls. They are very, very, very good. They're like the equivalent of the Fiend Rose. However, the Fiend Rose just gives you the Fiend Rose and a bunch of cinders. It doesn't actually give you the souls. The Forgotten Souls pretty much only drop from the Screaming Ore. They also drop from certain bosses. So there's this like big spider scorpion boss that is around level, I think like 74 or something like that, or 75, that walks around. That early on when you're going to be in tier 3, it's going to be difficult to kill solo, so you're going to need some help from other people. But once you get to tier 4, it actually becomes very, very easy to kill, and that's another one that is worth taking your time to kill. There are also events that are specific, like for example there's an event where you have cultists standing in a circle. If you see that one where you have like a bunch of cultists like standing or kneeling in a circle, that's the one that's gonna spawn another boss, like a ghost spectral lich type of boss. So you definitely want to do that one, and doing events in general is very, very good during Helltides, because the monsters that you're going to be fighting are going to be giving you cinders. So the game is basically going to bring monsters to you, spawn monsters for you, and you're going to get the cinders, while at the same time getting also obols, and then the chest at the end is also going to drop cinders. So that is very good use of your time to do. So events are definitely worth doing, and then you can double up on targeting specific items, right? Because let's say you're looking for new boots, you can gamble for the obols, and you can target the boot chests from the Helltides. So if you want to farm specific items, Helltides are very, very good for that. In general, you're gonna end up with so much loot. If you're farming the Helltide, you're gonna have to back out to the town like at least 2 times in order to empty your inventory if you're picking up most of the stuff. So you're gonna get so much loot during Helltides that it's definitely worth it. And in general, I would recommend prioritizing Helltides basically over everything else until you have, I don't know, like 50 to 100 souls. Then you can like skip them. But early on, I definitely recommend prioritizing them. So for example, if you're doing your renown farming in a certain region and a Helltide spawns somewhere else, I would definitely go leave that renown farming for later, go to the Helltide, and maybe at the same time as you're doing the Helltide, there can be some side quests that you can do in that other area to push your renown in that area up as well. And then also you can complete objectives for the Tree of Whispers. So Tree of Whispers objectives spawn in the areas where the Helltide is, and especially the ones that are outside, because the ones that require you to go into dungeons or even into strongholds that are not conquered, they are not a part of Helltide, so you're not gonna be getting cinders there. But it's very, very easy to tell. You can basically enter, kill some monsters, no cinders, okay, that means Helltide is not affecting this area. Just go back out and then continue farming the Helltide. So that's basically it. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you have any questions about the Helltide or anything else, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.